Hi, James with the 1HourSmartHome.com, and today we're going to give you our review of the Nest Thermostat Generation 3 in 2019 and what we think about it. So I've had Nest Thermostats ever since they came out, and I have loved them. They've been a great product, they've lasted a long time, and now they're on version 3, which has more features than ever. But is it still worth it to spend the dollars that you're going to spend on a smart thermostat in 2019 when there are less expensive options? And in my personal case, I'm gonna say yes. It is worth getting the higher premium price Nest thermostat for a couple of reasons. The premium thermostat looks nicer in a house. And you might say, well, you know, it's usually priced between $150, $250, somewhere around there. But why would you spend that on a thermostat? Well, think about how much you spend on a house overall. Usually they're hundreds of thousands of dollars. Adding a $250 device is not unreasonable because this is going to potentially help you save energy and let you live more comfortably in your own home. So for me, I like to sleep a little bit cooler than normal. So being able to adjust the temperature from my phone or using Alexa is an amazing feature that has made me live and sleep more comfortably in my own home. With the Nest thermostat, you can control your heating and cooling from anywhere, even outside your house with your phone, or you can control it right from the thermostat. You can see me rotating the dial here, and this is the second one that rotates. That's the temperature that you have it set to. The other check mark on here is what the actual temperature is here. So right now I would have the heat set to 59, and then the temperature currently reading is 70 degrees. Okay, works just like a normal thermostat and is very simple to use. That is one of the biggest benefits of this, is that yes, you have the smart features, but it works like a normal old school thermostat when you want it to work easily. And one of the other nice features, people always get worried about, well, what happens if my Wi-Fi network goes down? Well, if your Wi-Fi network goes down, it's gonna work like a normal thermostat. It's gonna go to whatever it was scheduled to or whatever temperature it was previously set to, and it's gonna just hold that temperature there. So you don't have to worry about that. But one of the advantages of having Wi-Fi is when we had that cold snap here in Chicago, if you were worried about your pipes freezing, you could just remotely turn up your thermostat. And there were a lot of people that were on vacation, visiting family members, or just at work, and it got super cold that day, and their pipes froze because they had no way to know how cold it was in their house or that they needed to turn up the heat. If you had an Nest thermostat, you could have avoided that by just turning up the heat. So with this, you can obviously adjust heating, cooling, and there's a variety of other settings that we're gonna start to get into here. So if you wanted to change from heating to cooling, you just go to the mode here. You could click cool, heat cool, and set a range. The heat cool mode sets a range. You can see the two dials here, and you can have it heat when it gets to 70, you can have it cool when it would get to 70 and start heating when you got to 64. This is good for spring, fall, when you've got mild weather, or if you live in a mild climate and you might need heating or cooling on a particular day. Now, one of the other cool features here is you've got this eco temperature. The eco temperature is designed to save you energy. And you can set that higher or lower based on your climate and how much you are comfortable letting the thermostat turn down when you are away. So it goes to eco mode if you've got the auto away, auto home features on. When you're at work, for instance, if you normally have the furnace set to 70 when you wake up in the morning, when you go to work, you're not gonna be here for 8 hours. It will automatically go down to, let's just say, 60 degrees, and it's gonna save you energy. And then you can have it set so that it will go back on when you're on your way home, so that it's gonna be at the right temperature when you want to be home and be comfortable, and you don't have to do anything, which is a really nice feature. But it saved you energy for that 8 hours or so that you were at work without you needing to do any thinking at all. So that is a nice feature. We'll go in, show you a couple more features. So I have a temperature sensor connected to my house. You can see this right here. I don't know if you can read that, but it says temperature sensor. I had one in the garage because we have a water spigot down there and I didn't want it to freeze in the winter. So having this to be able to monitor the remote temperature sensor was an amazing feature and gave me peace of mind when we got super cold and I didn't need to worry about the pipes because it didn't get as cold as I thought it was going to be. But I do know people that have garages and have water lines in their garage and their pipes froze and burst. And had they had a temperature sensor, which works with both the Nest Generation 3 and the Nest E, it would have been a great feature, and they probably could have prevented having broken pipes. You can also just click here if you wanted to run the fan. I would just turn the dial and it would run the fan so you can circulate air if you have a G wire, which most people do. If you want to, let's go into the settings. And basically how this works is this outer ring rotates here. I don't know if you can see that. And then when you want to select something, you just click on it and it will let you choose the settings. So this shows you your history of how much heating and cooling you use. So yesterday we only used 2 hours of heating, which is actually pretty good. It has a little green leaf. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that means that we were being environmentally friendly, efficient, and you can scroll through here and see all the different days. So that's Saturday, Friday was a little bit colder, Thursday was cold. We used 4.5 hours of heating. So it helps you keep track of how much heating and cooling you are using. So overall in 2019, do I like this thermostat? Would I recommend it for your home? Yes, I would say for pretty much anybody that has a heating system that is compatible with this, this is a great investment and a great option to add smart control to your home. It also works with Alexa so that you can control it with voice commands, and it works with Google Home. You can always add other Nest devices on, like a Nest doorbell, a Nest lock, and a lot of other products that will add functionality to your home to make your life easier. So highly recommend this thermostat. I've got it in my house. I'm going to keep it for years and years to come, and think that it is a good investment if you are looking to automate your home and a place to start with a smart thermostat, because you're going to get big ROI on this in comparison to some other features, which a lot of times just add convenience. This adds both convenience and can save you energy by having those auto away features on and off. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like this video. OneHourSmartHome.com.